Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing a new kit that I put together digging in my stash. I'm going to use, well, first I'm going to show you all the photos that I plan on using. These are myself and my sisters. The little girl, or the youngest girl, is me. The other two are my older sisters. Those two photos there are my older sisters. And some of the photos I might reprint, like those two that I just showed that are kind of an orangey red tint. And then there's another set here that I might try to reprint also, because there's actually 4 photos here, but they're different because the two that are more green were actually printed at a later date than the other ones. As you can see, that's actually the same photo, but it's very different in color. So we'll have to play with those and see. Maybe I might reprint them. These ones here were from a family reunion, and actually they end up being 2 separate layouts. I thought I was going to do them as one, but I end up choosing 2 separate layouts to do them as. This is me in my front yard, and those ones are also ones that I might reprint. And then this is my sister and my cousins, my sister on her bike, and then my oldest sister and my mom. And I just want to get, like I said, I want to get a few more layouts done of my childhood so I can get my childhood albums actually complete this year. That is a goal for me. So first I'm going to show you Boho Summer, which is by Simple Stories. This came out last year, I believe, because some of it is still available online. This one too was a summer collection from Simple Stories. I don't remember the name of it offhand, but I believe it's still available, kind of, sort of, probably. These are some sticker sheets from Echopark. Mainly Echopark I brought in for the stickers because they had some of the stickers that I could use. So this is another Simple Stories one, and actually this one, very little of that one actually is probably going to get used. This one here I'm going to try to finish up. This one I actually put away and decided I didn't need it after all. And that was an Echopark collection, Soaking Up the Sun, I believe. I got that one at Tuesday morning when they were closing. I'm not sure how old that collection actually is, but I have quite a bit of it. I have the chipboard pieces, a sticker sheet, and papers. And actually, I decide that I'm just not going to use it for this one. So this is another Simple Stories sticker sheet. So was the one before that. And then these are the frames from Boho Summer that I did choose to no, I'm not showing you the ones I'm going to actually use. I end up using all of them except for 3. Or at least I have plans to use all of them except for 3 of them. And then these are some of the items I picked from Simple Stories Retro Summer. The tags, I believe I keep one of them, but not the other 3. I put those ones back in, or 4, back into the collection. But I do keep the little cassette and the radio because that is definitely my older sister. These ones here I put into the kit, and then all these little scraps here I just placed into one of the kits, and those were just leftover pieces from the Simple Stories. That is another Simple Stories collection, but those were the clear stickers that Simple Stories had for a while, and I'm going to try to use some of those up as it's a complete pack. These are photo overlays, which Simple Stories used to have, and I have quite a few of these. I do put a few of them in, hoping to get them used up, but not sure if I will actually get them used as of yet because I haven't completed the layouts. But I will make the kits, and I'll show you the kits here in just a minute. This is the Simple Stories paper, and I believe this is all Simple Stories paper. I will show the Echopark paper, but like I said, I end up actually putting it back and not using it after all. These are scraps that I have left over, and they match, the other papers in the collection, so I'm going to go ahead and put them in the kits and hopefully get them used. And probably whatever I don't get used, I will toss, unless it's one of these papers here that's more of a solid that can be used in a different kit altogether. These here are the Echopark papers that I don't use. This one here I do keep and put in the collection. That's actually a Simple Stories. So is this one. I don't remember the name of this collection. It's an older Simple Stories summer collection. All of these are probably not available. But again, I'm trying to use up the stash, trying to use what I bought instead of buying more, even though I keep buying more. But I haven't actually bought a whole lot of summer collections this summer. I've kind of held off. And then this one is sunshine and rainbows or something like that. I will say more when I use them in the kits as far as like what collection they're actually from. If you want to know, you can always ask and I can look and, give you the name of it. But they are all by Simple Stories. I don't think actually I keep any Echopark papers. That's another Simple Stories collection. And then this one is Boho Summer, which I keep I think I keep all of these papers in the kits. Mainly, I ended up choosing a lot of Boho Summer because the colors really matched the photos, and it's kind of the theme and the vibe I'm going for when I created these layouts. And again, that was kind of the purpose of when I bought them, was to use them for my childhood photos. These ones here are Summer Vibe, I believe, or a lot of them are Summer Vibe. Some of them are I Love Summer or something like that, a different collection. They were all wood grains, though, from Simple Stories. So I put all of those in kits, except for the brown one, I believe, is the only one I have left. And I'll just keep it with the Simple Story papers. But every other one of them actually got put into a kit. This paper here is a pink fresh paper, and I don't end up using that one either, or the yellow cardstock. These are the Soaking Up the Sun by Echopark, and like I said, those ones get put away. I don't even think I show those when I show what I actually chose for the kits. But here, showing you the rest of this paper here is by Echopark, and I do pull that paper into the kits. Actually, that one's used on the very first layout I created. So here I'm just showing you what I have left and what's going to go back into the Simple Stories stash. I haven't cleared out all of the boho, the ephemera pack that I showed. I just put it in the kit. This one here is the other summer one, and I did go through it and pick out what I think I can use. These are some scraps that I don't think I will be using, so I'm just going to put off to the side for right now. And then any of the full sheets I put back into my Simple Stories, or actually they're both Simple Stories papers, because Echopark actually got put back already. And then these are a couple of cut files that I chose. Fun Times, Treasured, Everyday Family Moments. I will see if I get those used or not. I tried to use a lot of the foam pieces from Boho Summer as title pieces. So here I'm just showing you, I have two layouts in there, but I haven't really pieced them together as of yet. Again, that one's probably going to be one that I'll do last. I'll wait till I have scraps to finish it up. This one here is sitting on the front porch, and my mom and my sister, and definitely have what I want to use on those layouts picked out. This is me as a baby with my cousin, and pretty much what's in this kit is what's going to be on the two layouts that are in there. And then this one here is another one of my older sister and my cousins. And then this one here is me and my sisters, and I do have things picked out in that one, so that's a ready-made kit. And then this one here is all of the collection of I Love Summer, I believe is what that collection is called. It's an older Simple Stories collection, and pretty much I just kept, actually it's two collections. they kind of sort of play well together. So I'm going to keep them together for those two layouts that are going to be in there. And those are the photos that I might reprint. And then, as I was going to put the Echopark stuff away, I found this chipboard piece in the Echopark where I store my Echopark ephemera. So I pulled out a photo where my dad's feeding me watermelon. And then I also pulled out another photo. Let me see. I don't remember what it was. I have the kits right here. Um, let's see. It is of, I believe it's my sister's, just sitting in the front room of our house. And my dad is actually standing at the door looking in. But I thought that those Echopark chipboard pieces and I could use those for that layout. So this is the very first layout that I'm going to create with the retro summer. And I thought this was such a cute picture of my sister with her bike because one, she doesn't have a helmet on. Two, she doesn't have even shoes on. The girl never had shoes on. So that was one of the things I wanted to highlight when I was creating this layout is definitely to tell that story of her and her obsession of running around in the summertime barefoot. That was what Tammy did, and nobody could stop her. She used to leave the house literally without shoes, like daily. I'm just looking for the layout so I can read what it says on it and tell you a little bit about it. So this is a stencil by Tim Holtz, and then I also pulled out a few distress oxides. Salvage patina is the blue, the brighter blue, and then the darker blue is Uncharted Mariner. And I use that for the X's in the salvage patina for the circles. And that was just to give it a little something at the bottom of the layout since it's more of a cream base than white. But once again, I don't like a lot of empty space, but I'm also going to put a quote down at the bottom and I wanted it to pop a little bit more. And I figured the stenciling would make it pop just a little bit more. And I really like the way that it turned out in the end. And you can see I have it done there. I'm getting black acrylic paint and I'm going to splatter around on the layout. I only wanted the black paint to be on the cream colored paper, and I don't do a whole lot of them. I just keep it really light. They're really small, and I just put just a few of them around. And this is one of the ledger papers from Simple Stories. On the other side is a red brick paper that I chose not to use. And it was already cut into, so it was basically, it was a little bit bigger than an 8.5 by 11, but it was perfect size to cut down so that I could make it 11 by 8.5 layout. So the cloud paper I tore into two pieces, and I'm going to actually piece them back together. And I kind of like the way that it looks in the close-ups and also on the layout in person. On film, you probably can't really tell that I tore the two pieces and put them back together. But I did rough up the edges of both of them, and then now I'm going to pop it up on play foam. And that was to even out the layout because there's going to be a large title or a large quote at the bottom that is with foam letters. And then the chipboard bike is going to be at the bottom, and then I popped up the photo. So I decided that the clouds could be popped up and add a little bit at the top for popping up purposes. And that's just to make it a little bit more even. I find if I make it fat or not fat, but if I make it thicker on the entire layout, then you don't get the indentions in your albums when you put the layouts away. So here I'm at the photo on what I'm calling white cardstock. The opposite side is blue. This was a leftover piece from Miss Kate's Designs. Her cardstock is white on the other side. So I just used the white side as my photo mat since I had it laying by. And adding or popping it up with play foam. And I'm just going to use random colors because you won't see it anyways. So it doesn't really matter. And these were some scraps that I had laying on my desk. I'm all about using the scraps in the stash. Anything I can use, I'm going to use it. I did round the corners of the photo mat since the photo was already had rounded corners since it's an older photo. I just embraced that instead of making it square. I could have chopped it down, but I kind of like how it's showing the neighborhood because we lived there for quite a while, probably 8 years, I believe, 9 years. And then we moved away and came back um, and lived there another 5 years. So we lived there a long time in that particular neighborhood. So here's a little lemon and a watermelon piece because one, there's summer fruits, but two, those were her favorite fruits. She could eat lemons just like they were oranges, and watermelon she loves. And then I added a large popsicle. I'm going to add this bottle cap that says soda 5 cents. And then I will also add a little strawberry. And then the little banner piece says Summer Days. So I guess the title pretty much is Summer Days, or her name, Tammy, which I'm going to put down at the bottom in red letters. And I added the clothesline of the flip-flops up top because if she wasn't barefoot, then she was wearing flip-flops. Um, and then over to the other side, you can see I have the bike, which is on chipboard, and then there's a flower and a little pinwheel. And I believe I will go off screen. Yeah, I already glued everything down. So pretty much I'm done except for the sequins. I am going to add sequins from Spiegelmom Scraps. And I pulled in quite a few. I believe I used all three, some from each of these packs. And unfortunately, none of these ones are available in the shop as of right now. But she does have quite a few brand new ones that just came out for July. And she will have another set of 4 coming out for August. And you can always use my code Jennifer15 and save 15% on Sequins if you want to pick up Sequins from Spiegelmom Scraps. And the only ones you can't use my code on is on the pre-order because those are already discounted. So I'm going to put pretty much what I think I put like 5 or 6 in each little cluster around the layout. And I don't put them just in like 1 or 2 places. I put them in 2 places by the photo, and then I'll put them down by the quote at the bottom, which it says, if you're not barefoot, then you're overdressed, which I thought was pretty fitting for her. And then at the top by the clothesline, I'm going to add quite a few of the colors up there, and I used the peach, the blues, the yellows, and then little red flowers that were in one of the mixes. This one here actually has the red flowers. And then this one here has the blues and peaches and like a pinky flower too. And I used that one too. So I just kind of put them around wherever they looked good and place them down. And I'll add liquid glue for each of the sequins. I believe once again I'll cut away, do that off camera, and then come back in and show you the final layout. But that's it for today. Tomorrow I should have another layout. But for today, this is Retro Summer, and I should have quite a few layouts completed in the next couple of weeks between the camping kit, which is what I call the lake kit, and then this one here, Retro Summer Kit. Retro Summer Kit has 12 layouts, I believe, in it as of right now, that are already pieced together. So all I got to do is pull them out of the bag and put them together. And this seems to be going pretty well. So I probably will continue to create big kits like this and piece them out and figure out how they're going to go together. Because I'm kind of having fun doing it and digging through my stash. So enjoy the close ups, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.